All right, so ran into some issues with the motor we were putting together. We had a brand new block, brand new crank, brand new rods, basically an entire new package that was being built for this car. We had some issues with parts, wait times and setbacks and things like that. We finally got everything together about a week ago, got it up to the machine shop, and then ended up running into some more fitment issues with a couple of the parts that were not correct. So we had to kind of scramble. The machine shop that I have the motor going together at wasn't able to make the correction in the new block in order to make everything work. So we kind of had to scramble. We had the idea to get a stock, 5.3 truck engine and throw it in, maybe even run NA for Long Beach. But basically we don't have a motor. So hit up our buddy Cody. Cody is actually our good friend up in Fargo, and he's running pro spec this year. We actually borrowed a transmission from him last year after I blew my transmission up, and hit him up because he's also building a brand new motor for this year. Our motors in our cars last season were very similar. I was running a 6-liter with forged pistons, rods, all that stuff, and he was running a 6.2-liter, also forged pistons, rods, crank. So very, very similar basic combos. And then this year we're both putting together stroker motors, so we're both going to be on 427s, 6-bolt heads, much stronger, complete package for the year, so we should be able to turn the power up more. But mine obviously was not going together well. We were having issues, so Cody said, hey, if you need to borrow my 6.2 out of my car that's not getting used this year, take it for Long Beach and LS Fest or whatever. So that's what we have here. We have this is Cody's 6.2. It's a stock 6.2 block, forged pistons, rods, I think a forged crank. And luckily, this is actually probably going to make things easier on us. Not only do we have not the entire new package going together, but this is actually close enough to our old motor setup, or basically we won't have to do an entire new tune on the car. We still have the tune out of our last car. This is slightly different displacement, but we're running the same camshaft, the same injectors, the same fuel, the same supercharger, the same exhaust. Everything's going to be the same, just 0.2 liters more displacement. So that's going to save us probably a good chunk of time getting the tune and any of those headaches out of the way. So we got this motor. This is going to go in the car. We're going to run this for Long Beach and out west, and then when the car comes back here, we should have our motor hopefully going together, which will give us more time to do everything correctly. We had a couple of other machining things that we wanted to do that we were pushing it on time, like double keying in the crank and some other just minor details. So we'll be able to take our time on the new motor, get everything squared away, and hopefully have that in the car by Atlanta, and then we can take our time, tune it, make sure everything's perfect, and it should be solid then.